Would you date a bus driver? You. Would you date
If
a
he
bus
owns
driver?
the bus, if he owns
No.
it, if he owns the bus,
See,
he
that's
owns
a
it.
problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Much, much, much later.
The reality that needs to be said out loud is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Talk about hitting the wall and getting a reality check. And that is what this video is about right here, starring Ebony K. Williams, a woman that I've done quite a few videos about because she is an ultra feminist who is independent and educated, don't need no man, okay? But she has hit the wall because the wall is undefeated, okay? And she's admitting defeat, right? She's waving the white flag, okay? Because if you guys recall correctly, she was the same woman who went viral for saying that she wouldn't date a bus driver. She's too good for a bus driver because she is strong, independent, and educated black woman, right? So she's too good to date a bus driver. A bus driver is not man enough for her, aka he don't make enough money for her, and that's fine. She can have her preferences. However, she's one of these people that have struggled to find and keep a man, and she is aware of this reality, okay? She's so desperate that she's out here advocating for women to get their eggs frozen because of a lack of good quality sperm, right? She's advocating for women to do that because that's what she did, okay? That's what she did, okay? She has basically played the, oh, I can be happy without a man card, even though clearly she wants a man. And now that she's hit the age of 40, okay? Her birthday was last month, okay? It was in September, okay? As soon as she hit the age of 40, right? Which, you know, hey, you kind of getting up there, right? If I must channel my inner Don Lemon, okay, for a woman, she's getting to the point where she's not in her prime anymore. Let's just say that, okay? And she knows she's not in her prime. And she's going to admit that here in this warning to young women, don't end up like her, okay? Actually, you should, I don't know, strive to get married at a young age and to find a man when you are still in your prime, when your so-called market value is at its highest. And, you know, what's funny about this is that these same type of black women shamed Kevin Samuels for essentially saying the exact same thing that this woman is saying and admitting now that she's hit the wall at the age of 40. And it's truly fascinating stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this video because, yeah, this is the wall talking here, right? Let's watch it.
The reality that needs to be said out loud is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year. No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated black men is so low when compared to black college-educated women that we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 black women students for every 1 black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD. Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older. And by the time you reach my age, 40, You will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
Wow. She just went full Don Lemon, right? I'm just saying, is that what is different about what she just said and what Don Lemon said about women being in their prime, mainly due to their fertility, right? A woman's prime is linked to her fertility, and her value, okay, is connected to that, and it goes down as she becomes less fertile in the eyes of a man, aka as she ages. Now, again, you have a lot of people that take a lot of heat for coming out and saying the truth, but the reality is that this is understood, right? I mean, this woman who, again, is an ultra feminist, right? Strong, independent. She's now telling young women now that she hit the age of 40, okay? She did this right at the age of 40, okay? She's now coming out and telling young women, this strong, independent, I'm financially free from a man type stuff. I'm just saying maybe, just maybe, right? If you're younger, right? If you want to get married, all that stuff that I've accumulated don't really matter considering the fact that I'm 40, right? Ain't no man checking to get with me just because I have a degree and because I make some money, because I'm not as fertile as I used to be, okay? My value has declined, and it is not helping that I'm rich or that I have a bunch of degrees or that I've done this, I've done that, because, again, a woman's value is connected to her fertility. And it doesn't mean that women have no value at all if they're not fertile, but I'm just saying the way a man looks for a partner generally, that is connected, okay? That's a factor. It is a main factor, right, for a lot of men, okay? It's just fascinating to see, again, this woman go full Kevin Samuels, okay? Because this is exactly what Kevin Samuels was talking about. Again, these same type of women danced on Kevin Samuels' grave. I'm not saying that she did. I'm just saying, like, these type of women, these are the same type of women that, did that. It's just funny to see her go full Kevin Samuels now that she is, like, really hit the wall, right? It's just amazing how that works. Again, we have so much of society telling women, no, you need to wait. You need to, not worry about a man. You don't need a man. Get that degree, be financially independent, all this and that. But again, once they get into their 30s or their 40s and, they've slaved away at their corporate job, they realize that, hey, this is not making me happy, right? I'm not happy with this life, right? I would be more fulfilled and happier if I had a man, if I had a family, if I had kids, okay? And again, they try to tell us, the feminists try to tell us how fun it is, how great it is, right? To be a single woman in your 40s and your 50s with no kids, except it seems like most of the time, these same women turn out to be miserable. And the ones that pretend like they're happy, they're just coping with the reality that they don't have what they actually want or what they actually desire. And again, it's just fascinating to see this woman get a reality check and admit the truth as soon as she hit the age of 40. It's just so funny because if a man said what she said, he would be called sexist, right? He's a sexist bigot, okay? But, when she said it's a reality check, right? It's truth, right? It's her admitting the truth. I'm just saying, again, this is reality. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.